What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. It's Stock Picks by Tim. In this video, I wanted to keep it short, give you a couple of levels to watch on the chart, and hopefully I can get this to you while it's still relevant and I'm not sitting here editing for an hour or so and then the things already play out. So in this video, I'm really quickly going to go over AMD, Nvda, look at Tesla, look at ChargePoint, and also show you PDD or penduoduo. And if you don't mind hitting the like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, I'd definitely appreciate you guys. And don't forget to check out the Discord where I post all my buys and sells, and make sure you check out the links for some free crypto and stocks. Now, looking at AMD, you can see it's still in a downtrend. I'll be looking to short it at 78.50 on a break of that level. Now, I do have a potential doomsday scenario short for you. I don't think it's going to come down here, but I think a short of about 72 would be pretty solid. We do have a level we bounced off of right there, right here, and right here. And remember, before 72, it went on a huge run up. So there are literally no support levels under 72 all the way down to 60. I'm not saying it's going to get to 60, but I'm saying if it broke 72, it'll likely come down easily to 70, if not lower. Now, that being said, I do doubt it's going to come all the way down to 72, although it is, of course, possible. But I'm definitely looking at this 78.50 trade. And you know, if things turn around, I personally see this as a long-term stock. So if I was going to play it on the upside, I would literally just buy some shares. Now, one potential breakout to the upside is this break of 85. Now, I'm not saying it's going to do it today, and I probably wouldn't play it today because it's already probably losing a bit of steam. Now, I could see 85 running up all the way to about 87. So that is one potential long you can go with. I likely wouldn't go with it today, probably next week. I do like AMD for the long term, and you'll remember that back here when it was in this lower level under 78, we had a double bottom. We had this nice W and it came right out of it. It literally lasted there for a couple days. So definitely love AMD for the long term, but this is a potential good short under 78.50. All right, next up is going to be Nvda, and this one, if we break 35, it's an easy scalp down to 33, get out, and then get back in on a break of 133. Now, it does look like as I'm recording this, it is breaking out of this 140.50 area. I was going to mention that it's already breaking out. By the time this is edited and over, there will likely be a different level to the upside to watch out for, but I believe this 135 and 133 will stay relevant for now. And you have to remember that, of course, we have the wind at our backs pushing it downwards. So it's very likely these levels will play out. Next up is going to be Tesla, and it has been riding this like outward wedge. Normally a wedge pattern goes inwards, either to the downside or to the upside, but this is kind of like an outward wedge. Keep an eye on this. If it breaks this downwards green line, very likely we come down. Now, I kind of want to play this 266, 267 area, although there are a few resistance points that could prove as a support, but you would have to be very quick on that and scalp it. What you could also play is in a couple days, if we come up towards this trend line and we conveniently break this trend line as well as this recent low, that would be a great time to get in on a short for Tesla. And going long, it has to break out of this previous little support here that might turn into a resistance right at 280. And then I'd probably go in at about 282 and play the breakout there, all the way up to about 285. Now, if you remember one of my last videos, I am watching Tesla for a potential long-term entry. I don't think it's there yet personally. This just had it split, and split adjusted just for the last split, you're looking at right around $800. And funny enough, this was actually the price I sold Tesla quite a while ago and I haven't gotten back in yet. And if this was to go down to about 130, then I'd be down to the cost basis that I originally bought Tesla at. I highly doubt that's ever going to happen. And what I'd be looking for is I think I'd be okay picking up Tesla anywhere around the low 200s, like up to 250. Maybe even 260 if I wanted to start DCAing there. I personally am waiting for Tesla for a little bit more of a cooldown. I could of course be wrong and it could just blast off to around 300, but that's just my thoughts on Tesla and how I'm playing it. And next up is ChargePoint or Chpt, and this one did have a downtrend reversal. It almost doubled up from there, has cooled off a little bit since. We just got our earnings, came out great, beat revenue by quite a bit, EPS beat as well. And you know, there's one of those stocks that has not broken its May 11 lows, and that's literally months ago. Will it come down there again? I highly doubt it. I personally think we are staring at the bottom of this stock price. And looking at this purple line, you want to watch this continued uptrend. That hit our May 11 low, and it also hit our recent low in the middle of July. And if ChargePoint trades sideways by mid-September, we will likely be testing this line. Now, you also want to look out for a recent support level that ChargePoint has been establishing, and this is right around the 1430 to 1450 area. It has been respecting it, but that's definitely another level to watch. Now, how I would play ChargePoint is I would play a breakout of about 17 up to right around 1850 max. It does start losing steam, and depending on how hard it pushes, how quick it runs up, it could of course become overbought faster if it doesn't stair step up. So you have to be aware of that on the chart. Pay attention to the RSIs as well. Now, next up, looking at penduoduo or PDD. It does look like it's really trying to break out. It might do it as I get this video out. Keep an eye on it. It might already be breaking out. I might already be too late getting this out to you. But I will likely be playing the breakout of 72.30 on PDD, and we'll see how this one goes. They recently gapped up. They beat earnings by a long shot, by literally like $1 billion. Be aware this is a Chinese ADR, so you have to be careful. Definitely set your stop losses. This for me is only a trade. Pretty much all those other stocks I would be long-term on, not necessarily Nvda yet, but everything else, basically long-term stocks, PDD, short-term trade. But thanks so much, guys. What do you think about these stocks? Are you playing any of these short-term? Are you playing any of them long-term? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks as always.